Yay.
So I've got Homebrew, Non-Core, and Dragonlance checked. I'm going to turn everything on. Just check everything.
All the things.
Yeah,
Go.
so don't be adding Critical Role garbage to your character.
It's what I've wanted to do all my entire life.
How dare you, sir? There was a trailer for season 2 of the Legend of Vox Machina.
Oh, well, that cartoon is one of the best things I've seen on TV in forever.
It's true. It's very good.
You added it. Okay, cool. All right.
For reasons?
I see it.
You can never know.
This is
Test
really
1,
weird.
2. There we are.
The stats for this mage are just kind of wonked. He's wearing leather armor.
Oh, great.
All right. I think they can hear me now.
Hooray! Can they hear the rest of us?
All of your lines are going bouncy bouncy. My lines weren't going bouncy bouncy. So
So
according
good.
to OBS, someone
we're
should
good.
be able to hear something.
I don't trust
Coward.
it yet.
Explain.
Yes.
You're our only hope.
Okay. I may actually turn down some settings for video for you, Rachel. Said you're having some issues. So, okay. Set you down. See if I can reduce the number of pixels you have to send out.
Okay.
I'm going to try.
Well, I'm trying to think about Gil's hit points. He was blasted to 0, and then Alma did the Radiant Light of Awesomeness and gave him, what, 5, I think?
Yeah, and I think Tarathiel also gave him a potion of healing. Did you?
Yeah.
Or somebody did.
Yep.
Because he had like 7 or 8 and then got hit 5 more after that.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll give him
Was
12.
I?
12 sounds good.
Apply changes. Okay, he is applied.
Has anybody been watching Willow? The TV show?
No,
Not
I
yet.
have not.
Oh, it is so much fun. For people that are into D&D and into fantasy role playing, it feels like that in a TV show in the Willow universe. It has a great sense of humor. It's just fun. It's a fun adventure.
Speaking of
What's it
fun,
on?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Okay.
Speaking of fun adventures, somebody was telling me that they read, probably on Reddit, but talking about the new D&D movie coming up, how they hope that one of the characters dies, but then they come back with the same actor but a different character.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
That would
idea.
be awesome.
I like that quite a bit.
I still love the idea that they should play half the movie and then just stop it, and then everybody in the theater has to all come together again before they can watch the rest of it.
The same people? Oh God!
Yeah,
They'll have to schedule the same day and time.
That's what they did with Dune Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much.
Heath, do you have access to Tarathiel's character?
God,
If you do, could you go in there
let
and
us see.
add Caleb?
Odds of Heroes, Tarathiel.
Oh,
I think I can view some of it, but I don't know that I can edit it. Okay. Extras. I can't edit it. I can't edit his character.
Okay. Okie dokie. We'll figure it
I
out
keep
by
trying
next
things
time.
in the background.
So I finally got around to starting editing some of the podcasts and I got like 20 of them done. But now, literally like 10 minutes ago, I saw somebody posted that maybe 47, 48 are repeats. So I'm going to have to go back and take a look at those. I'm just impressed he's already up to 47, 48 because they've been out for like 5 days.
And that's, I mean, we were eating dinner and I saw the thing and they said, "Is it a duplicate?" It's like, how in the world did you already get to the?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
So I'm going to try to get.
Is it Buster? He works nights, so I think he gets a lot of listening in.
Moxel,
was.
Moxyll. I don't know that they
Oh, I
have.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't know them at all.
No.
Hi, Moxel. When you
Yeah.
get to this,
Yeah.
Yes,
We're so glad you're listening.
you're
you're my new
spying on
favorite.
us.
You're my new
Oh,
favorite.
wait, is
Cow-
Coward
Coward's
here?
here. Coward's
Oh,
here.
dang it! Oh no! Oh no!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I've said things.
I just messed with my gain. How's my gain? Still all right.
Bad,
It went
Bad.
way away.
Yeah, lower.
How about that?
a little better.
Better.
That's good.
Better.
That's good.
Okay.
No, too
Back,
much.
back.
Ow,
Whoa.
ow.
Too much. Too
Ow.
much. Too much.
Settle
Too much.
down.
Too much. Ah,
Enhance your
Someone turn
calm.
that down. He
damaging my
sounds taller than
calm.
he is.
I just watched that yesterday. I love that movie.
I'm
All right.
sorry, Coward.
Well, you know,
Can I ju-
Coward, I want to say the same thing because I wanted to tell everybody it has been a pleasure running these characters up until this point. I want to get that out there before today's episode actually gets going. I've enjoyed it. I love your characters. We just got to wait and see what happens.
This is the Christmas
All right.
episode.
Yeah, right. Merry Christmas.
I'd like to dedicate this episode to taller than average James Cameron, who has got the technology to the point where we can film underwater.
Also, my plan is to have all the rest of the episodes, including redoing 48 and 49 if I need to. But up through 75 by the end of the week.
Hold the phone.
Yes.
There is Angelic Bunny in first time in the chat.
Well, hello,
Yes.
Angelic.
A
Bunny.
second real person in the chat.
So I have to say this is not a good omen. This is actually a bad omen. They're all here to watch the carnage.
I know.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
This
we
is bad.
have to deliver the carnage now, right?
With your support, we can do this.
With your
And by
support.
do this, I mean have a TPK.
By this, I mean die.
Mm, yeah.
That's funny.
God, I
That's
can't believe
funny.
it's already been a week. This past week has just
It's gonna be
blown
great.
by for me.
Mhm.
But
Remember
Yeah,
that
now-
time when I
yes,
said I was
Bunny.
going to look up all the rules for underwater combat?
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Gurgle, gurgle,
Excellent.
gurgle.
So, I mean, you did look up some of the stuff, and I looked at some of it too. Holding your breath's not going to be a problem. It's like minutes. You'll die before you drown.
Mhm.
And then movement, everything's considered.
Wait, what?
See, yeah.
Well, I mean, he can hold his breath like 2
What?
minutes.
What?
That's 20 rounds of combat. If you're still fighting in 20 rounds, then we'll worry about it. And also, basically, everything's because you don't have a swim speed. Everything's difficult terrain.
So you
That's-
say.
And then
Oh,
you,
it's-
nothing past your first range increment, but your psychic knives don't really. I don't think they really fall into that category. That's
well, they
Right.
only have one range increment, so they only
Oh.
hit within 60 feet, and they don't have a. I can't throw them further than that. So
See?
I can't
Perfect.
even throw them with disadvantage.
okay. So,
So
that's
the
really
range is
about it.
halved, I think, and so I can only hit them within 30 feet, which in this room doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
entire width of the room, I think. Well, 40 feet,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're fine. All right.
So I know exactly how this is going to go, and I hope Tarathiel pulls it off spectacularly.
I don't know what I'm doing.
How did you figure it out?
Are you accepting suggestions?
Well, I just
Right.
remembered. I just remembered, like 5 minutes ago, that Tarathiel has a magic item that we have completely ignored for a very long time.
Well, I've forgotten what it is too. So I'm not sure what you're talking
Enlighten
about.
Is it the Stone of Sending? It's not.
No,
Oh
guys,
man,
guys,
Is this the Screamy Rock?
I was about to say
Anybody there?
Whale sound?
that,
The,
that's,
that
the
would-
Screaming Rock.
the
yes,
Screaming
that would
Rock
be-
underwater.
yes, that could do damage.
The lieutenant's guard that I can just toss.
You could also talk to the
I'll
Star
just
Trek
swim over the
Enterprise.
top of it.
Oh man, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Can't-
Should we
it's
just
a piece of-
jump right
piece
in?
of jewelry. The piece of jewelry.
Yeah, no, yes, I'm aware of that. I don't think that's a
Mhm.
great idea in here.
I think it's a fantastic idea. I would
Keith,
totally do that.
Keith, do you have any way to turn up your gain a little bit?
Oh,
Yeah, you've gotten pretty muffled in the last minute or so. Just if there's something you can do with that. And with no further ado, it is the top of round 9. As far as when you entered this temple. So it's been 54 seconds since you walked in this temple. You've killed 4 priests, and looks like you're on the hunt for another priest, as well as a couple of the Sahugin.
So what?
Sahuagin.
So, good lord,
Oh,
brain dead.
You're not there.
Kuatoa.
Kuatoas.
Kuatoa. I'm going to write that down. Seems important. Since you've been fighting the Kuatoa, there's a couple of the warrior types that are up on that balcony. Turn your eyes towards roll 20. But they have run out. Actually, I forgot about that. They all 3 of them ran through the southern double doors. Tarathiel moved into the room and got trapped and bamboozled by the water rising after this creature cast water rising. And now we're beginning round 9.
that's a thing.
Alma, it is your turn.
Great.
Sorry, our background music has got a very loud thump in it. I've got to turn it down.
Sure does. Hang on, I can do that.
Just
Just to confuse everybody.
stop it. I've got to turn it back up.
How much water is in this area right here?
Yes.
Where you're standing, none. Oh, well, the door's
Right.
shut.
But here.
You're
He's in there with the door shut?
Yes, the thing.
Yeah,
shut
the door slammed shut.
and then he casts a spell, so you don't even know that truly, unless he's like gurgling and psychic. Not even sure that the water's rising.
Can I try to open the door?
You certainly can.
Okay.
Athletics check, strength check, or if you want to try an investigation to find the mechanism to open it from the outside.
Yeah, I think I want to do that first.
Okay.
That would be really funny. She just walks up. I open the door. Okay.
Doorknob right there.
Okay.
Like a
Well, my
sliding door.
passive
Like
is my passive is 16.
you need to roll.
Okay. 1 second.
Bless you.
Oh no.
So 16.
Sorry.
You do not see anything. You don't see the mechanism.
Okay, then I'll just try to open it if I can.
Yeah.
So strength.
Well,
I
I'm trying
know.
to determine, like, does it take your action to actually search and try to find this mechanism? I'll go ahead and give you a shot. Give me a athletics check to force open the door.
Okay. $11.
11. Just as good as your... No, it does not budge.
Yeah. All right.
Having a hard time because it's a sheer surface and you can't really get your fingers in anywhere to pull it to the side.
All right. I'll just yell out sorry, and then I'll step back so a stronger person can get in front of me.
Next.
Alright. You got a bonus. Is there anything you'd like to do with your bonus?
I can't.
Tarathiel, do you need me to
Oh, no.
redefine the situation?
For the sake of the audio listeners, I feel like you should.
Okay. So you're in this 40 by 15 room. There's 2 exits, east and west. It's very symmetrical. When you walked into this room quietly, obviously something in there heard other people who aren't so quietly, and they were ready. And when you walked in, there was a little Jurgar who pulled the lever to shut the door, and then immediately the larger Kuatoa, who is also wearing the clergy that you've seen with the other priests in the temple, casts a spell, and immediately the water rises. So by this time, the water is to the ceiling of this temple room. They're both in the center of the room, and they're both facing you.
Okay. Can I tell the dwarf guy, the Durgar guy? He's the one that threw the lever. Is
Yes.
he? Can I tell what his intentions are? Like, is he doing that because he's evil and he wants me to die, or is he doing that because he's under duress and he's being forced to do something by somebody evil?
Well, you can give me an insight.
Okay. My passive insight is 17. I'm very good at insight.
You
19. on the roll.
actually, I may have actually described it. He's got shackles. He is definitely a slave. He's not shackled, but he's got loose chains on his hands and feet. So he's definitely has been enslaved by this larger Kuatoa.
Okay. And so then the other downside of that particular piece of jewelry is now that I'm underwater, I can only throw half as far. So
Well, they're
okay.
both within 30 feet, so they're both well within range.
yeah, no, that's not the thing I was going to throw, but
Oh.
that's fine. I will.
Oh, that guy. Forgot you had that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been a minute.
Oops.
Tarathiel takes a deep breath as the water rushes in, and I'm
like
going to use a
now?
bonus action.
It's a little late.
Yeah. No, but like,
I know. I'm joking.
as, I'm going to take a bonus action to aim, and then I'm going to throw a psychic blade at this big Kuatoa guy.
Okay.
Which means I can't move, but I feel like that's worth it.
That gives you advantage. You
Yeah.
don't have disadvantage because your weapon's unaffected. So you.
So it's a 26 to hit,
That's it.
doing 20 total damage as the psychic knife
Lord.
kind of streaks through the water and hits this guy in the face. And then I can't move anywhere, but I would like to draw the dagger of venom and just hold it.
No problem.
That's the end of my turn.
Tarathiel, you're also in control of Kelev.
So I think for the minute, Kelev is just gonna move up, and she's like covering our escape. So just making sure that because there's the statue is exploding, right? Something is happening to the statue.
Forgot about
and,
that. Yeah,
we're not happy about it.
It's it started with slight burning ember eyes that were glowing, and slowly over the last minute has been getting more and more intense.
But Kelev has their bow out and is kind of scanning these galleries, making sure that nobody is coming to attack us as we're trying to escape.
All right, Khaldun.
Okay. I have a 17 investigation, passive investigation. I'll go up and take a look at the door.
Give me a roll.
Investigate. Roll.
Yes, 19.
19.
You find the mechanism. It's a
A
small
mechanism.
and it's just a matter of
Oh.
pulling it, and the door will open on its own.
I reach up and I grab my nose, and I look at everybody, and I pull the pin.
You pull the latch on this door, and the door opens, and water just gushes out of this doorway,
Good.
as
Good.
well as the doorway on the other side of this
Statue?
area, other side of the statue, at the far end, the symmetrical side. That door opens as well, and you see water gushing out there as well. Alma, give me a strength saving throw.
Awesome.
Arizona catcher.
Swim saving throw.
Hey, a 16.
16. Good. The water hits you, but does not knock you off your feet.
Can I use my
Yay.
reaction to flip this guy to double bird as I'm washed out of this room?
You, like
Bye-bye.
flush
Like a
the
little
toilet.
turd.
Yes, you can.
Yes!
Tarathiel catches a wave. Just gives him one of these as he goes.
Big kahuna.
the door.
He causes emotional damage.
Psychic.
Emotional
yeah.
damage.
Now that I think about it, that's probably true.
You really hurt his feelings back there.
Khaldun, anything else?
Let's see. So, can I move without like being flushed down the toilet?
No, it was just yes, it was just the initial rush of water that blasted her. It's not dangerous at this point.
Let's see. So I think I moved 10 feet to get up there. I am going to move.
So I will
the
tell you,
rest-
the water's still rushing out. It will be difficult terrain for another probably couple of rounds. You're not sure exactly how long, but the water's coming out. You know, it's this enormous volume of water's coming out. So it's going to be a little struggle moving if you're going in that way or anywhere.
If
or
I go with the flow, is it easy terrain?
Sure,
Can I like surf the wave?
you can pick
Yes,
up Alma and throw her
please.
on the board.
No. I'll
Yes,
accept it.
I'm thinking Dick Dale here. All right, so 1, 2, 3. That's just my normal move. The rest of my normal move, just to get away.
Okay.
All right, and I'm done. Keegan. Oh, what can you do, Keegan? I'm just glad he's alive. Let's see. He is going to charge up a firebolt in his hand, and if he sees something green and slimy, he's going to fry it.
All right. Any bad guy?
Yes, any bad guy. Mhm.
Anything else?
That's it.
Bears on. Your turn.
Farazan's actually going to pay attention to what's going on in front of him now. I'm trying to fix things. Did the water affect him at all? I mean, I know
No.
he's 15 feet from it, 20 feet
No.
from it.
No problem.
He's a mountain.
Yeah, he's also
Water-
affected
Water
by.
broke when you're rocking legs.
Yeah, he's also still under his enlargement thing.
Ooh,
Double no with advantage.
so big.
And what's
Scary.
Tarathiel's now outside the room?
Mm-mm.
No?
Not yet.
Okay. So Farazan will move forward, and I believe I can go straight north and then hang a diagonal to get just west of Tarathiel. Let me get the right window. Okay. There.
5, 10, 15. So going against the water is difficult terrain.
Okay. So
Do you still have enough?
with his extra size, advantage on strength checks, does that help him there at all, or?
Well, he's treading through 5 feet of water. So no, it's just
Okay.
right now the water coming out is difficult terrain. Going against the flow.
That's gonna. I guess that'll put him there. Just south of Tarathiel, then.
Okay.
And I believe I've got anything that I can do from here. I think I can do anything specifically to get to those guys. But I do have the storm rune active.
So as a
And I-
reaction, you can do advantage
Yeah,
on a
and I-
d20.
And I had forgotten about that. I don't know if anybody needed that just now, but I think we're okay. So I think he's just going to ready. I'm going to ready an action to, if either of those two or any enemy comes within range, he's going to hit them.
Okay.
Oh, I think that's it.
All right. Evil's turn, and the little dwarf Durgar pulls the latch back down, closing the doors again.
Should have
Water's
stopped.
about
Should have stopped halfway.
the water's about halfway out, so basically at this point it's right about waist level, so difficult terrain. However, you're no longer drowning or holding your breath. And then it moves back. And then it moves back. And the other thing moves back and begins casting a spell.
Mm-mm.
Anything? All right. Farazan, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh, wait.
Don't make me dagger venom you.
I'm not sure if it's intelligence or charisma. Give me 1 second. I forgot.
Hopefully it's. Well, neither of those is good.
Doesn't matter.
Hopefully it's strength.
Yeah. Can it be strength, please?
Constitution.
Please.
That's how Fezan does all his learning. He just snaps the books over his knee.
Wisdom. It is wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's osmosis.
Wisdom saving throw.
That's
He was searching for that.
yeah.
Can you advantage yourself?
Yeah,
Farazan?
as a reaction, let me make sure this is correct. Yeah. When you or another creature makes a attack, saving throw, or ability check, you can use your reaction to cause to have advantage. So yes, I'm going to use my stone rune to get advantage on that.
Okay.
This wisdom saving throw
Wisdom saving throw.
is going to keep me from snapping Tarathiel in half. Oh no. Oh no.
What you got?
Oh.
12?
12. You know, since you've been down in this underdark, hellish place,
Uh-huh.
you've been
Oh,
with your
no.
friends
Uh-huh.
the entire time, your compatriots, things you've done together, but you have never had a better friend than this large Kuatoa standing on the other side of the room. You love this guy like he's your best friend in the world.
Okay.
Do anything for him.
Uh-huh.
Top
Wait.
of round 10.
You're saying he's quite charming.
He is quite charming.
Or are you saying he
is.
has a dominating personality?
I'm saying that he is your best friend.
Okay.
Can it be
Top,
both?
top of round 10.
George, what are you doing in here?
Meta relationships.
Everybody that's still out on the dais, the large platform with the statue, very obviously notice that the intensity of the red glare of the eyes has gotten to a point to where a portal has opened in front of the statue's face. So a reddish portal with a black center, hellish looking, has now opened in front of the giant statue.
Oh, is there something on the map?
Alma. No.
Okay.
It's from where you are, it's 40 feet up. It's right in front of its face. So I'm gonna put it if you need something, let's do this. Hellish art. There we go.
Oh, and this is why the people show up. Is for the
That's
for the art.
My mad art skills.
Oh,
Let me tell you, audio listeners, you are missing out.
You truly are.
you are missing
I'm
out.
gonna-
Wow. That was magic, really, in itself.
Gonna make some NVTs and sell those for $99 a piece if anybody's interested. Alma, it is your turn.
Okay,
is
so
round
now that I have
10.
seen the mechanism for the doors, can I recognize it and unlock the door?
Yeah, you saw Khaldun. You and anybody that was outside saw where it is. Yeah, no roll necessary.
Okay, so can I do that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I want to open the door.
All right. The door, both doors, is open. You see water flooding out of the other room other door as well. coming out this door as well, but not anywhere near as powerful as the first blast.
Right.
So it's coming out
I wanna-
quickly, but it's not going to knock you around.
Okay. I want to try to find a way to secure the door open so that doesn't happen again.
All right.
I don't know what I need to do that though.
What are you trying? How? What's your plan? What do you intend to do?
I don't know. I want to secure the door open, like break the mechanism maybe.
Oh, don't
Can I
do
do
that.
that? What?
You
what do
you
like,
could attack.
I-
You could
I
bash
want to
it.
make it so it's always open. I don't want it to go back
Do
and
you-
lock again.
Do you, Alma, do you have a Dungeoneer's pack? What kind of pack do you have? You may have a hammer and pitons.
Piton. I love that word. Piton.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I could lie and say yes, but I don't think I do.
I can just look at your character sheet.
I have a backpack.
So I mean, you can try to keep the door open, but I need to know
Oh,
what your intention. Like, how do you plan on keeping the door open?
Put your finger in the hole.
You could try the crawl and be the Cyclops and hold the door open as it slowly crushes you to death.
well,
that'd be
I
cool.
don't really want to do
That's
that.
something we
but
can all
maybe
enjoy.
I could like. Really? Could I I don't know, like just shove a bunch of stuff underneath like a doorstop? I don't know. I can't think of anything else.
it's a stone door sliding in and out from behind the wall. So the best way to stop it would be to somehow keep it from pushing back. So what-
Right.
you got to tell me what I'm not going to tell you how to do it, right? So you tell me what you would like to try, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I don't know that I have
Do-
anything.
You have a
What?
shield.
Yeah, but that's my shield.
Yes.
That's my
Yeah.
shield.
See what I'm saying? Like you'd have to have one of
Yeah.
bears on staffs or a shield or something to bar it open.
Screaming rock.
Or yes.
She puts the screaming rock in there, and every time the door opens, like, oh, oh,
Let me ask you a question.
oh.
You have
All
a-
right. I mean,
Maybe a pile of dead bodies might keep it open.
well, I didn't carry that around with me.
We'll have some in a minute.
Is there a way that I can break the hinges? Are there hinges?
It's not really hinges, it's sliding in and out.
It's a
Pocket door.
door.
Yeah. Think Star Trek. But stone.
That doesn't tell me anything.
You know how some doors slide
You can
into the
twist-
wall.
Yeah, I know. It was a
Have
joke.
you been to a supermarket?
Yes.
If we
What's
if we
a
had
supermarket?
if we had subtitles, it would say door whooshes. I've been watching
live
the
in the
Orville.
future.
Yeah, in the Orville, it always says door whooshes.
Nice.
All right, I'll shove my shield underneath it, like to try to stop it.
Okay. Do you have any
Yeah.
skills? Like, what kind of skills do you have? Like
No, I do
talents,
not.
ability.
Thank you for asking.
Let's see.
Not for this. I'm going on the fly, man. I don't.
I know, but he's got carpentry. You don't have carpentry or anything like that, or
No.
any kind of.
Oh,
How about
Give me an intelligence roll. Just straight up intelligence.
survival?
great. 14.
14. Okay. Well, you'll find out as soon as the door tries to shut.
Shuts. Yeah. Okay.
Anything else?
I'll just yell out, "I did my best!" and I shove my shield and lose it, so that I don't have my shield anymore.
That's good. I maintain that every party should have an immovable rod, especially those that I'm in, because that's my favorite thing in the world. An immovable rod.
There was a neat magic item in Pathfinder that I always wanted Fane to get, and it's like an immovable rod. No, I'm sorry, it was a spell, and it was like an immovable rod. You cast it, and then literally a note would appear, like a musical note, and it would stay in place. It would be kind of not as powerful as an immovable rod, but I always thought that would be a neat thing to have.
It would be like a whole rest. They're just gonna dunk, just stay in place. Nothing will happen here.
I've been putting together in my head a team of incredibly camp adventurers, including Scorching Ray and Divine Lance, and now I'm going to add a movable rod to that list.
It's funny.
I just need one more, and we have a party.
Oh wait, no, it's not a rest. It's a fermata. You know, it's the whole. You know, it's the whole. Bringing some music nerdery in here.
I was about to say, is that a music word?
Yes, a fermata is where the director just holds their hand out and it just stays there, and they just hold the band just holds the note indefinitely.
I thought that was a cheese. Fermata.
Or a crispy piece of bread.
That's what I'm thinking of with cheese.
Are you hungry, Matt? Are you hungry?
I think I am. All right, Tarathiel, it is your turn. That was it, Ralma. Right? Did you have anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I think it would hurt if I did anything else. Well,
all right. Cutting off while you're ahead.
So I imagine the water is kind of like pushing Tarathiel out of the room as it rushes out, and then he just feels Farazan's abs behind him, snaps into them. And he just smiles at this creature. He's like, you're screwed now.
That's him with a belly button.
So, yeah, I'm just wondering. Hang on a sec, because I pulled out the Dagger of Venom, but I think it's an action to actually activate the thing, right?
It is an action to make it venomous.
That's tough.
Yeah.
No, you have to lick it. You have to lick it, right?
No, shouldn't have licked it.
no one knows your secret.
It's that frog venom.
Yeah, so Tarathiel will he's gonna gloat a little bit at this guy because now he's got backup. And so I'm gonna activate the Dagger of Venom, and I'm just gonna move into the room just a little bit.
Okay.
But that means I can't attack him this turn. Where is the lever? Because these guys moved, right?
Yes, they did. Let me put a little notch there.
So the lever's like there, right?
It is exactly
Somewhere there.
right there.
All right. Then yeah, I kind of want to advance towards that.
All right.
And hold my breath.
You're fine. The water's right about your waist level at this point.
I know, but by the time it gets back around to me, it'll be above my eyebrows, and I won't have a.
It's not right.
It's
not going back. It's not going back up.
Oh, okay.
No, it's done rising. Now it's
well,
whenever the doors open.
Boy, does Tarathiel look dumb holding his breath, waiting for the water.
Like...
It's not coming up.
The dagger, clicking it like a pen.
Kuatoa's like, what are you doing?
I cast that on the wrong person.
Come on, man.
This guy is scary.
Like he's fiddling with the knife, holding his breath. They're like, oh my gosh! Roll an intimidation check, quick!
This is a blowfish warrior. We're screwed.
I've heard of them.
My overconfidence is my weakness.
Oh man.
No one's gonna say my faith in your friend is yours?
I don't know that one.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know that reference.
I can't hear you out here.
It's Return of the Jedi. Come on.
What?
Actually, no, wait. That's Empire Strikes Back, maybe? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
My
no.
nerd card. No, it's definitely Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. I'm done.
I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I missed it. I don't know what that one is.
Tell me you've seen Star Wars.
No. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember
What's Star Wars?
where in the movie it is.
It's
Star
it's
Wars
right,
is a movie.
Right. Stop it. It's right before Luke and Vader have their fight on the Death Star. Spoiler alert, people, for a movie from
well, they've had 40 years. Yeah, there.
And his father.
Yeah.
And Luke says to the Emperor, "Your overconfidence is your weakness," and the Emperor says, "Your faith in your friends is yours."
That's
Neat.
right.
Oh,
Neener.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had
Yes.
that last word.
I think that's the first time in the history of the planet that anyone's ever quoted that.
Really? No. No.
Dude.
That's it. We're doing a reenactment of Return of the Jedi next week.
I'm in.
It's a Christmas miracle. Yeah.
Oh man, I just unlocked Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker in the Galaxy of Heroes game, so it showed that scene. I would have assumed that would have been there, but no, not there. Anyway,
I'm
What are we doing?
disappointed.
you should be.
You can play.
You
What's
should be.
going on?
You can play Jabba the Hutt.
I have not unlocked Jabba the Hutt. Sorry.
Pizza the Hut.
Ate himself to death. Trithiel, you just moved. Anything else?
I used the standard action to activate the Dagger of Venom.
Oh,
So
I missed that.
I
part.
don't have other things to do.
All right, that's why
I'm preparing.
I missed that. I thought you were okay. So it is envenomed, and you moved up a couple of steps. How about Kelev?
Mike.
The
Oh,
world may
we
never
just lost
know.
Mike.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Kelly casts
Kelev
invisibility.
continues to hold. Points
Caleb
up
just
at the
stands there,
hellhole.
frozen
Said,
in
"What
fear.
is that?"
Yeah.
Khaldun, we'll go ahead and move on. If he
Yeah.
wants to do
All right.
something, we can take a step back.
Step back.
So as I'm moving, I'm sending with my brain waves that there is a portal to hell opening out here. I think the water room is probably safer. And I'm moving in
Oh.
the direction of the water room.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see.
So any further into the room, you're hitting difficult terrain as the water still is draining out.
Well, that's my move. That's my full move right there.
Okay.
And I get there and I toss a fireball in the door.
All right.
To whom
Right
it
there.
may concern.
Hell yeah.
All right. Centering it
In the corner there.
here. So
Yep.
20-foot radius. Got both bad guys. And yourself. No. So that's a dexterity saving throw, correct?
Yeah, it is dexterity DC 16.
He... Little guy failed big time.
Excuse
Yay.
me?
The dwarf failed,
Mhm.
and the Kuatoa did not. So is there anything in the literature of Fireball about being like halfway submerged in water? Does that have any effect
No.
whatsoever? Okay. So it's just half damage. The dwarf just turns to heat. He sublimates.
Poor guy. Is he a familiar?
He's not familiar now.
He is not helping our cause. He's not helping his cause anymore either.
Poor guy. I liked him.
Okay, let's see. That's my stuff.
How much damage?
And I roll ninth. I rolled shit. 19.
19. So 9.
Had 3 1s in that.
Yeah, I know. That's spectacular. And then Keegan is going to move up behind me. Shoot. And he is going to crash the DOS spell. What is he going to cast? He is going to cast.
I like how you blindly threw a fireball at creatures you couldn't see. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I walked up to the door, right?
Sure. I know. I'm giving you a hard time.
Okay.
Keegan?
Keegan. He's going to cast sleep. What the hell?
Okay. Where
Back
is
in
he?
the corner.
All right. How many hit points?
All of them.
1,000.
Hopefully more than 19.
Millions and millions. Hang on a
Billion.
second.
4.
So I can't click on the spells for this side. So I got to look it up. Real quick.
There he is.
Morning.
Welcome back. So we had Kelev just continue on doing what she was doing. Writing in action.
Okay.
Cool with that?
Yep.
And I just looked at the feed and I need to uncover some stuff.
I know.
Reveal it.
5d8. Okay. So I'm rolling 5d8. 17.
17 hit points. Okay.
Okay. Nothing
Anything
happened.
else?
All right. Nope. That's it.
All right. Fares on. It is your turn.
All of the amoeba and paramecium in the water fall asleep. Okay. Farazan, his best friend in the world, is just got hit by a fireball,
Yeah. And his little buddy
and his little
got roasted.
little buddy just got roasted. So, he is going to do what he normally does when one of his friends is under attack, and going to attempt to interpose himself in between the attacker and the attackee. Attackee? I don't know. The friend.
That works.
Friend.
That works.
So I think that's going to be
The attacking leader.
Victim.
it's the victim. The victim. The burn-er and the burn-e in this case. This is still difficult terrain in the back room, the green room.
Yeah,
here.
it's about your shin level. Next round, no problem.
So it's going to require a dash action as his main action. But he is going to go to probably there, since he saw the fireball come in that door. And
Okay.
when he looks through the door, and
So Farazan sees Tarathiel,
Yeah.
who's drawn a venomous dagger, and Farazan knows he cannot block a fireball. Right?
Does he?
Sure.
Does he though? Does he really know
Sure. He has seen it cast by you at least 58 times.
that? Yeah, I know.
That's fair.
I'm just.
That's fair.
That's a shame
Um,
because it is typically a thrown bead. It would be really cool if you could just whack it with a stick.
And the crowd goes wild.
Return to sender. Actually, I guess it would explode the bead on contact. Man, I wish I could. I mean, that's the next concept is going to be an archer who tries to shoot spells out of the air as they fly toward.
It's called counterspell.
Well, arcane archer. He's going to put counterspell in his arrows. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. But anyway, so yeah. Okay, so there's that. Probably. I don't know. In his mind, the biggest threat is always the maid. Like that's his,
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm not really trying to change your idea. I'm just saying
yeah.
from, the scene in the room.
Right.
If you want to stay there, that's fine. It's fine.
Well, when and the thing is like so when he gets there, the grid lines don't actually line up with that door, but he see? You said he can see Khaldun, right?
Yes.
To the south. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he can see Khaldun and Keegan behind him.
Right. So he sees this. He's pretty sure, he knows where the thing came from. The fireball came from. He sloshed past Tarathiel, who's advancing menacingly? ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
let Mike make that call.
Very casual, like
Click.
as,
nothing to see here.
yeah.
Look at the birdie.
As Farazan walks by, he heard reek. Yeah. But so he just kind of turns and looks at his friend, and he just, why are we fighting? We are all friends here. There should be. He looks at Khaldun and he says, "Please, don't hurt my friend. He's done nothing to you. He's done nothing to us."
Oh, okay.
He kind of takes a defensive sort of stance, but I don't have any more actions to do anything defensive, so I use my main action. Just I don't think I've got anything bonus that I could do to kind of continue along this way.
Matt.
Yes.
Sorry, I just realized something. The Fishman took damage. He wouldn't have to be concentrating on the spell, would he?
No.
Yes, I do have a bonus action I'd like to use, my second wind, to get some hit points back.
All right.
For some reason, I think I'm going to need them.
Fireball.
That would be a reason that I would need them.
I know, it's great. You're like right there in range of the fireball.
And I roll a
Freaking
1
fantastic.
on the second. Thank you
Nice.
so much, D&D.
Anything
Sort of a
else?
second zephyr. Second light breeze.
Second. Yes. Nope, that's it.
All right, Evil's turn. The ash that was once a dwarf floats on the top of the water, and the
Aw.
Kuatoa kind of dives down to the water, swims over to Tarathiel, and attempts to smack you with his hand.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, and misses. The black glow that was being held in his hand dissipates as he misses your body in general.
Oof.
No black glow for you.
No touchy.
That is unfortunate. All right, round 11. That would have been cooler if he had hit. Alma, it is your turn. Excuse me.
All right, I want to get my shield back.
Okay.
Do I have to do anything to do that? Can I just grab
pick
it?
it up. That's fine.
I'll pick it up. And I rearm it. And I mean, I guess I'm gonna move into this room.
Okay. This will be one more round of difficult terrain for you.
All right.
Or this round
see.
is your last round of difficult terrain in this room.
I guess I'll go, like, right here. How high is it on me?
Knees. I mean, it's
Oh, okay.
coming out very quickly.
And I am going to cast a spell. A very
Oh.
cool and awesome spell.
Um,
It'll be called.
wait.
What?
He uses a reaction and casts counterspell.
Ooh. Does that trigger an attack of opportunity from me?
I don't think so. No, casting doesn't do attacks of opportunity. This
Cast-
particular.
So what does that mean?
Depending on the level of the spell, if it's third level or lower, it's automatically counterspelled.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna just cast Guiding Bolt first level, so
Well, he
Ah,
I'll just do
counted-
nothing then.
Yeah,
I
well,
could have
he-
just lied just now, by the way, but I did.
well, I need to. I
I
have to cast my spell before I know what you're casting. To be fair, to because it works both ways.
Okay. I just didn't know what that spell is, so.
Counterspell, pretty much any spell level third or lower, if he casts it at third level, is automatically countered. If it's above, then there's some dice rolls and yada yada. But if it's a cantrip, it's just countered.
Well, what happens now?
You waste your action. You cast the spell.
Your,
it just
your
that-
finger hurts. It's like
Yeah.
zzz,
Yeah.
But do I lose the spell? Like the spell
you do.
slot?
Yes.
You lose the spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the bright side, he doesn't have an
Um,
attack of
once-
opportunity because he doesn't have a reaction. So now I can run away.
Goodbye.
It's very strategic of you.
Alright. Then I'll just stand here.
All right. Bonus action? Anything?
Nope.
Okay. Tarathiel, it is your turn.
And hit him with a dagger of venom.
All right.
Die.
And call out, check your Rolodex, Farazan. Your close personal acquaintance is trying to kill me.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
It's a 14 to hit.
14 is a miss.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna back up.
Move back
Hang
down
on,
next to.
Farazan looks at the two of you on the east side of the room and says, "Thank you for not hurting each other."
It's a real comedy of errors, buddy.
he's feeling pretty good. Like he's like I've successfully negotiated the situation.
Escalated the
His friends are-
situation, yeah.
he's feeling good about the whole thing.
He reaches a big paw back and pats himself on the back. Like I should take diplomat levels or something. I don't know.
We should do this more often.
Yeah.
I am done for the round. Kalev will, seeing that everybody has started to move into the area, is going to move up. It's still difficult terrain out here.
You're moving out? No.
Up this
So
way.
Kelev. Outside the room,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, she'll get to here. She'll spin around and she'll try and put an arrow in this thing.
Okay.
Pew, pew. Nope, that won't hit. Second hit. That'll probably hit. 20 to hit.
20. 20's a hit.
Kalev, no.
Doing 9 points of piercing damage.
Ah, God.
In the eye.
All right.
How many eyes does this thing have?
7.
Does it have 7 eyes?
Do they have tentacles?
In
No.
his eyes?
No.
Eye tentacles.
That would be
2
crazy.
eyes. It's just a bigger Kuatoa. 2 eyes. 10 fingers. 10 webbed
tentacles?
toes. No tentacles.
I thought you said 10
Darn.
10 tickles. 10 tickles?
And tickles.
Anything else?
They're not tentacles, they're friend tickles.
No, that's fine. The cool thing about the dagger of venom is it retains its charge until I hit with it. So
Yeah,
for the
for a
next
minute,
minute.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Khaldun, it's your turn.
Okay, so Farazan is acting strange. So
Yes,
Khaldun,
he's being
completely
very
normal.
verbal about you attacking his friends.
yeah, Khaldun is going to cast a spell magic on Farazan.
All right, I think that's automatic, right? First level spell.
If it-
Turn person.
Okay, yeah, it's yes, that'll be an automatic success. And then
I had to double check, make sure that charm person did not require concentration, and it does not. Just
what about
FYI,
the,
you,
what
you
about
asked,
the water
asked-
spell? One.
it's already
two-
gone. It's over. Like the water spell's over anyway.
Oh, okay. One tool.
did he use create water as an offensive spell? I love that.
I'm gonna
I'm
stop
stealing
right
that.
there. I'll look up Farazan. Hi, feeling better?
What happened?
You fell victim to the oldest trick in the book.
I started a land war in Asia.
You sound like an old Hollywood movie star. The oldest trick in the book. It was funny.
So Keegan's gonna slide in there. Is that really a space or no?
Yeah. The grid's
I'll
off a
put him
little
right
bit.
there.
And
And
since
Keegan's like,
you guys are standing.
die, 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 big fish thing. And he hurls a firebolt.
Fireball?
Firebolt?
Bolt.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no fireballs today.
Oh no.
Like the John Travolta movie where he's a dog.
I think that's just both.
No, no one.
I think that's just both.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, hang on a second. I need to look up a spell that he has. He may cast something different. Does he hit with one firebolt or two?
He's 4th level. So 1.
All right, so okay, because we were treating them like they had 2 attacks, but now we're not. Okay.
I think that's a 4th level fighter thing.
Yeah,
As opposed to a 5th level caster.
It's a sidekick thing. These aren't actual 4th level characters. These are sidekicks, 4th level sidekicks. So they're depends on
Got
the
it.
classes.
Got it.
Yeah, they
Okay.
get a second attack before a fighter does. That's why I wanted to take sidekick levels.
Psychic. All right.
Give me
Then
my
in
psychic.
that case, what's the range on this thing? 15 of the feet. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Nope. Can't get close enough. Firebolt. He is going to firebolt.
Man, we lost Mike again.
And that is going to be an 18 to hit.
18 is a hit. It's having trouble.
For 3 points of fire. Burn. Die.
What?
Cook the fish.
All right. He steams a little bit. Smells quite delicious, like lobster.
Mm.
Fish boil. Or fish fry, whatever it is.
Khaldun and Keegan finished.
Yes. We're done.
Bearzon, your turn.
I would point out that Farazan's original concept was monk, so he would have had sidekick level.
Nope. You don't get a laugh. Not gonna laugh.
Come on. All right. After having his mind kind of given back to him, Farazan reaches down and claps Khaldun on his shoulders. Thank you for restoring my mind. And he turns. Is it still difficult terrain? Or are we undifficult? Is it? I'm sorry.
You're good.
Good. Okay.
Bearzon's good this round.
All right. He will walk to. Sorry about asking about the map again, but the grid point that is 2 south of the baddie, is that a valid place for Farazan to
that's
stand?
fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. He's going to move there, and begin with the smacking with the stick.
Smack and
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Smack.
just if just move them like that. That's fine.
Okay.
The grid's just off a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to be in line with him, so if he tries to run either way, I can catch him with a reaction.
Yeah, he's right next to you.
So so every time he swings the stick, if he makes contact, he's going to kind of berate as he beats him.
You stink. You smell like fish. Your mother's a lobster.
First one's a 25. I assume that's going
That's
to
a
hit.
hit.
Okay.
I feel like he is about to die.
Oh,
I'm going to
Pinata time.
Yeah,
Go.
I'm going to use a superiority die to activate a trip attack.
All right.
Let me get a DC. What is it? 13.
He be tripping. I do a opposed strength check, right?
It's a DC 15 strength saving throw,
Strength saving.
and I'm going to use my reaction to impose disadvantage on that.
Your rune thing,
My storm rune, yes,
so you can do advantage or disadvantage with that.
yes.
All right. 3 and a 17. So your rune worked. He
Excellent.
is tripping.
He is tripped. And so I'm going to roll the damage for that and add my D8. That's 15 plus 8, so that's 23 points of damage from that one.
Gross.
The first one, like he smacks his knee, like he clocks him in the side of the knee. I mean, that's just thud, and he hits the ground. He's like, you shouldn't mess with someone's mind, and then he pulls the staff over to an overhead strike for the second one.
shouldn't mess with somebody's knees. He sounds like Admiral Akbar.
wondering?
That's 23.
To hit?
Yes.
Yes, that's a hit.
8 more points of damage.
All right.
And oh no, I think I've used my action surge. That's no fun. Bonus action then to hit with the other end of the stick. What did I do?
You have advantage. He is prune.
Oh, I had advantage on that
Yeah.
other one then too.
He is pruned for being in the water so long.
Prune. He's prune.
Hmm?
So no. I'm just gonna roll a d20 just to make sure.
He's prune.
I'm gonna roll a
Stop
d20
it,
to make
he's
sure
already
that's- Second attack wasn't a crit. No, it's a 15. So, did I roll that one correctly?
I don't know what you're doing
You
at
need
this
to,
point.
you need to add your bonus to it.
Well, I was just rolling it to see if it was a crit. That wasn't a crit.
This-
That was the second attack. The third, the bonus action, I didn't roll with advantage, so I'm going to roll that one again. It was a 1, and so with advantage, here's the other roll, which is a 25.
25 is a hit.
Okay,
Shock.
shocking. And for some reason, it's not giving me the thing. Okay, there it reloaded that time. Okay, and it's 9 points of damage for that one.
And he ceases to be alive.
Excellent.
Knock him down, and then keep on kicking him.
All right.
Yeah, he is dead thoroughly at this point.
Oh. Yep. Okay. Excellent. Smash.
Crash. All right.
As soon as Fish Boy hits the ground, I say out loud, "Shut the door now."
Okay, so Khaldun, from your angle, you can see into the other room. There is a large cistern and clay pot in this room adjacent to you. Fish Boy goes down. It is the top of round 12. Alma. You hear Khaldun yell, "Fish Boy down."
So shut the doors? Like, shut them?
He pants no. Shut the door. There's a portal to
Yeah,
hell
well,
opening outside. We don't want
Yeah, I'll
whatever's
yell
out there
up,
coming in
shut
here.
the doors.
Yeah, right on.
I'm not
Shut him.
I'm
That's
not
a good
gonna
idea, man. Yeah,
barge
do
through
it.
anybody. I can't. Oh, you want me to run through my friends to shut a door when I could just say shut the door? Shut the door.
Close the blast doors.
That's what I'll
Close the
say.
blast doors.
Open the blast door.
Pull the plug if you know what I mean. Not that.
Oh wait, what do you mean?
Shut the door. Said it. Please shut the door.
Okay.
I said please, so they have to, right?
Give me about 6 seconds.
That worked. Yeah. So
I'm
Alma,
not not gonna mow through them.
it is your turn. Is there anything you'd like to do on your action, your round,
Yeah.
or anything?
I mean, I'm not gonna do anything. I'll just yell like "shut the door" and hope
Okay.
that they will shut the door.
Well, yelling's free. I mean, you can still do other things if you'd like to.
Oh,
If not, I'm going to move on. If not.
the lever is that red box, right?
She has no idea
Yeah.
about that lever.
Oh, she was on the outside.
Right.
Yep. I was gonna say we know about that, but we can't do anything about it because
I mean, it's there. It's obvious, but you're yelling at her to shut the door, and she's sitting there thinking,
Well-
slide the door shut. Right. That's kind of
Yeah.
what she's
Yeah.
screaming about, right?
Yeah. I say shut the door, and then I move back into this corner right over here. But I promise.
I think it's funny. Like Kelly's like, shut the door, and she's like, yeah, shut the door.
Yeah, and as I back away, I'm like, yeah, shut it. Well, I was out there
Agreed.
whenever it
Yeah,
started.
man.
No, I was out there whenever it
Clearly
started
not a strong
happening,
point.
so
You're
I
totally
know.
right. You're exactly right.
Yeah, I'm backing away from the door and saying, "Shut the door," because you're right there. Shut the door,
all right.
and I'm done. I don't know what else to do.
Trathiel.
Trathiel seeing that, hearing that stuff is happening and knowing that we need to shut the door, and because he's seen the levers, is going to do a thing he rarely does, which is cast Mage Hand and pull the lever.
All right.
So he just kind of reaches out in desperation and does something, and the lever moves.
So you slide the lever down, and the doors shut. Khaldun looks at Alma.
Was that so hard?
Why?
Yeah. To quote
I
Cow.
didn't know.
To quote Cow Art, were you raised in a barn?
I didn't know. I've been here as long as everybody else has. I didn't know.
I don't even think
everyone-
Farazan was there when he closed the door, so he wouldn't have known how to do it either.
I just think it's
Alma's not
fantastic
been
how
known
she
for her
reacted. She's like, "Yeah, shut the door."
Observational. Yeah. Got it.
Everyone okay? Is Keegan alive? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, the water's like right here.
If anybody needs to be healed, I can heal everybody real quick.
Casting spells.
So, in this room, even if when all the water flows out, there's still there's the room
Still
itself
water.
is concave. Like there's always water in this room,
Mhm.
but a majority of the water that was summoned and raised is now gone. So, no difficult terrain in this room. It's back down to its normal level of water. Just FYI.
Okay.
Tarathiel, it's your turn. That was a move. Basically, I mean, is there anything else
Well,
you'd like to do?
standard action to cast the spell. So
Okay.
I think he's more or less done. I'm just really checking on everybody, making sure that everyone's okay, making sure that Farazan's okay, given that he just seemed to be out of his mind, but then absolutely murdered this thing with a stick. So I think he's okay now.
He changed his mind.
Yeah.
He only
He
hit him 3
tenderized-
times.
He tenderized the
Right.
turf.
You okay? And then I guess I'll get Caleb to just listen at the door.
Just keep an eye on things.
Just trying to hear what's happening with this weird squiggle.
All right.
Hell squiggle!
It's a portal. The hell squiggle. All right, Khaldun. Anything for you?
Did you describe what? Now that we have like a half second to breathe, what's in this room here?
The chamber itself is pretty barren, except for a little cistern. Well, not little. It's like 6 feet 6 feet long against the northern wall. There's also a large clay pot in the top right corner. So the clay pot's here, and I'm just going to open it all the way up. Poke your head in there. And the cistern is basically right beside it, so it's along the entirety of the northern wall.
Okay.
You know what? I think I have flavor. I can use flavor.
Flavor?
A stone cistern, about 6 feet long and 4 feet across, dominates this room. Shelves cover the walls. Oops. Most are empty, but a few hold moldy scrolls or rotting books. A lidded clay pot, some 4 feet tall, sits in the northern corner. And obviously, a magical flame in a brazier hanging from the ceiling.
I get that and
Oh,
put it
no.
on.
Ah,
Party now.
Yes. Okay. So no exits or anything.
does not appear so.
I scan for exit.
Okay, give me a perception.
This
investigation.
this is a chamber. That is a pot. You know, put 2 and 2 together.
Oh no, it's the only way out.
Through the toilet.
So can I investigate? Is that all right?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
What did I do? 21.
Do not see any other means of exit from this room except for where you came in.
Okay.
It does look
Um,
like probably the high priest's chambers, but it looks like there's this. It's always wet. The scrolls and the things that were described on the shelves. Even the shelves are soggy and rotting from years of being damp.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell everybody, hey, there's rotting stuff in here. It doesn't seem to be an exit. And then I come back into the room.
It's a pot. You're supposed to break the pot, right? Like if Legend of Zelda taught us anything, you have to break the pot.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now because that could be like all the bad
Worms.
stuff could be in the pot.
Khaldun was a Sega guy. He didn't really do Zelda.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh,
I didn't know what you were
we
talking
were
about.
PC guys. What the hell's a Zelda? Keegan gonna do anything?
No, he's going to hang tight and tread water. Actually,
All right,
you know what?
he's
Actually,
all right.
he's going to move over here and get out of this water.
Okay.
So he can breathe a little easier.
All right.
That's it.
Fairzon.
Okay, nothing's in that room, so Fairzon's going to. What is that? First of all, what is that Kuatoa wielding? Is that a trident?
No, he's actually got a flail.
Does the flail look nice?
I mean, it doesn't
terrible.
look. It doesn't even look masterwork.
Okay,
Little fishy.
It's-
fishy. Yep,
Uh-huh.
yep. Is he? Oh, fishy. Is he? So he's wearing scale armor? Is that what you're saying?
Scale, flesh.
But yeah, no items of interest on him. No.
You search him. Let's see. He has the flail, 2 scrolls, and holy symbol, and 2 potions.
But nothing of interest.
And I will allow you to gather all that in the round, the 6 seconds it takes you to search it. All
Okay.
Scoop.
that. Ah! Like a vacuum Kirby.
Hey, you don't know that one. That you can't use that one. You're a PC guy, remember?
I have read things.
But all right, he will move. Fairzon will move to the east to take a step into the eastern chamber. See what's.
All right, I'm gonna keep you where you are.
Oh,
That's
okay.
gonna be your full round.
Oh, okay.
Search that
The whole
body
thing?
and get yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then he will stand there and
Loot.
the body.
All right. It is now 12 rounds since you initially entered the evil temple. Alma.
Do not like that you are
What you
noting
doing?
that every time.
I'm gonna go into this right room and use my 22 perception to feel about.
Okay. I feel that with my eyeballs. It's literally a mirror image of the room that Khaldun just investigated. There's a cistern, there's a large clay pot, shelves, scrolls, just it is a mirror image
Boring.
of the room. Yeah, very boring.
I don't like the way you answered that.
You don't see anything. Your heightened Baori senses of perception and investigation, your elven eyes don't see anything. Yeah, you don't perceive anything.
All right, I'll go to the doorway and give a thumbs up. I'm done.
All right, Trathiel.
I mean, do we just want to hang out here? What's the plan?
Why?
Oh,
why?
that-
Why
I
did
think
we
it-
shut? Why did you want to shut the doors, Khaldun?
Because there's a portal to hell out there, and
Hell's
usually
Bagel.
portals to hell mean that something from hell is coming. And I figured it'd be safer back here.
This leads to bad stuff.
I
We
But-
live here now.
There's no exit, so maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Is there anything that remains of this Burger guy?
No, he was dressed in rags, had shackles around his hand, arms and ankles, wrists and ankles. But like I said, they weren't together. It wasn't like he was shackled together. They were just loose chains. He doesn't have anything on him.
Is there anything of that remaining?
I mean, the fireball killed him, but he didn't actually turn to ash. His body's completely there.
Okay. I'm just wondering if I can take one of the shackles or something.
Sure.
Why?
Yeah, Teth will just reach into the water and just take one of the shackles. It's kind of like a, I tried to
Trophy?
help this guy. I was trying to not kill him, and then he died.
Did you just take a trophy?
It's always good to have a set of
No.
handcuffs, right? I mean, just in case we come across.
Well,
Need to take a prisoner.
They're not connected, so it's a
Took
it's a short
one.
piece of chain
took
with a
one.
shackle.
Handcuff.
I only got one
All right,
standard action.
I didn't see anything. Alright.
What if we need to take a prisoner that's only got one arm? I mean,
That was weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying I'm not saying anything, but that was weird.
That's it, really. I guess. Until we're ready to leave this room, I don't know that there's a way out. I don't think
There's not.
this might be the only way in and out. The longer we wait, the worse it might be.
Could be.
whenever I can move, I'll go out and see what's going on out there.
My
I
feet
will-
are stuck to the ground.
I had to wait 6
I
seconds.
will ready an action to pull the lever.
You pull the lever, or you're readying an action. I'm sorry.
If somebody looks like they want to go out, I will pull the lever. To
Gotcha.
open the door.
All right. And then Kelev just hanging out still.
Well, in theory, if she can ready an action, she will ready an action to shoot if there's enemies on the other side of this door when the door
Okay.
opens.
All right. Khaldun,
Draw an
You-
arrow.
you and
All
Kelev.
right, I walk up to the door. Well, I try, but I unsuccessfully. I trip and put my head to the wall.
Thud! Ow!
People got jokes about the map.
Okay.
And then I'll just pull the lever.
Yeah. And so I look out into hell. What do I see?
The door opens. Nothing has changed. You can't see the portal from your point of view.
Is the same.
It's
amount
still
of
red.
awful.
I mean, you
Yeah.
still see a very bright glow of red way up there, 40 feet high.
Okay. Well, the portal is still portaling, but I don't see like hordes of demons or anything. I guess we could try to make an escape. And I will step the remainder of my move off the platform. There we
All
go,
right.
right there.
Here, Kiri.
Fairs, right before he leaves Farazan's line of sight, says, "Can you tell that's an actual portal to hell, or something else? Maybe
It's
portal
something
to
else.
an ice
Give
cream shop."
me, give me a knowledge arcana, Khaldun.
All right. We can do that. 18.
18.
Oh, good.
You do not know specifically the destination, but this is a gate to another plane of existence. Yes.
Okay, so gate's bad, like big bad.
That's notably worse, right?
Yep, that's notably worse. hmm So
Can we go back in time for just a second and forget that Farazan asked that question?
Ignorance is bliss.
It used to
Follow
be.
your bliss.
So yeah, I'll yell back, "Hey, this thing's making me nervous. Maybe we should try to get the hell out of here."
Seconded.
And I'll use the rest of my move to move toward the stairs of the platform.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Khaldun has
And-
left the building. It's like,
I'm out.
I'm out.
He said,
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2,
Keegan apparently
3,
agrees.
4.
Yeah.
He's looking at me
Yes,
going, "You
Matt.
sure?" I'm like, "Yes, this is
run,
bad."
run.
And maybe it's an illusion. I know a thing or two about illusions.
I hope you're right.
No, that looks real. Actually, let's go. All right,
Okay.
that's Khaldun and
Okay.
Keegan. Farazan.
Farazan's going to I believe the eastern door is one square closer, so he's going to do the same thing and head that direction.
Okay.
And
Gonna-
can I move through Kelev's space as difficult terrain, or just move
Yeah.
through normally?
It's difficult, but it's an extra 5 feet for you.
Okay, so then
Pick her up, tuck her under your arm.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Drake,
Mhm.
we are leaving.
Mhm.
She would not like that.
No.
She would not be amused by this.
Unhand me, you big bald brute. Actually,
Now
I should say
I-
a bit
now I
more
lost
colorful
count.
metaphor, but don't need to embellish that too much.
30 feet of
Think of the
movement.
children.
Yeah. 30
Yeah.
feet of movement's going to get him there. How high above the ground floor is this platform?
30 feet.
And how much falling damage do we take?
That would be
3,000.
3d6.
3d6.
2d6. I think.
There-
3d6.
It's d6 per 10.
Okay, 3d6.
Then he is going to. So that was a move. I'm going to go ahead and take a dash, but he is only going to. He's going to stop here. I know it's a bad idea, but again, he wants to be the first thing in between
Don't go
whatever.
to the light.
Yeah.
So do remember it is 40 feet up. You're not actually standing directly in front of it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Then he's gonna. I think a full second move would have been down here, but he is gonna stand kind of like in front of it. So I'm gonna put him kind of in the middle there. Is that okay?
Yeah, but let's just go ahead and put him
One-
in a square.
Put him in a square. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Get
How's
in
that?
your square.
Get your square.
Let me just make sure that's one. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that'll get him. So he's a little back from it, but directly in front of it. He's got his staff out, and yep.
All right.
It's like, come on.
It's been now 13 rounds since you initially entered this evil, hellish temple. Alma, it's your turn.
Anyone got a
Everybody
think
is
I can-
bugging out.
I think I can double move to the stairs, right?
Yeah, probably. There's no more difficult
Yeah.
terrain except for Kelif, so that's 5 feet less. But otherwise,
Yeah.
you've got.
I
And you
kinda
got to move at
can run it.
35, don't you? Or something crazy?
Yeah.
I think I just heard sound come from the portal.
I think I can get to here.
All right.
Oh
Well,
wait,
hello.
So you move and dash.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I can't prepare anything, right? Because I double moved.
Correct.
everybody's
I know.
rushing. Everybody's getting there, and
I'm
and
out.
Yeah, everybody goes past Farazan, and in just a second, it's gonna be traffic. Goes,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
I'm still right here, and I'm ready to fight, but I'm also out.
hmm
Rathiel, everybody has
Bye-bye.
left you. Except for Kelif.
Yeah.
Kelif thinks you're cool.
Yeah, that's fine. So Jarathil is gonna come running out of this door. Actually, he'll call out to Caleb saying, "Gotta go, let's go." He's
Mhm.
gonna come running out this door, and then because he has the boots of spider climb, he's just gonna step off the side here and flip up underneath, and then just run across to
not?
here and drop
Yep.
down to the ground. And that's 90 feet of movement.
That's Are you dropping? Remember, you're 30 feet up. Got to keep that in
But
mind.
you will run down the wall
Okay. All right.
to get to the ground. But that is. I can't remember the structure underneath here, but if I can have a straight line across, that's 90 feet of movement.
Okay.
Which
That's fine.
is-
That's fine.
Like,
You got way more than enough.
Mini.
which is what I have. Yeah.
All right. You haul
Uh,
ass.
It's okay, we're all gonna get
Kelly-
glasses.
Yeah, Caleb will just come down and stand
Join the
next to
group.
Fizan to back him up.
Join in the carnage.
All right.
Look at that.
Let's
They're all
go.
grouping up.
Move it, Mountain Man.
Let's go back to the other map.
I don't want to.
At the beginning of round 14, since you actually entered this evil temple, Alma. So from where you guys are up on the upper level, the stairs are 30 feet. So Khaldun, wherever you get, it's 20 more feet for you to get down. to the ground level. That makes sense.
I'm like right there.
So from where you are now to here is 20 feet. Just because the stairs and 33-dimensional wafu. But anyway.
Okay. So we're like basically effectively we're right there.
Well, you're going down the
That's
stairs, so
20 feet,
I'm
yeah,
saying
that's 20 feet.
I'm saying at the end of a movement, 30 feet will get you right here.
All right. Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay. Alma, it is your turn.
I don't know where to go.
What do I do with my hand?
Door.
I don't even know where I am.
You are about right here, or maybe right here, up on the platform, and everybody's running downstairs to the lower level. So you were like on level 2. Everybody's running down to level 1.
Yeah.
So you in one movement could get right here. Just to give you an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
That's where I'll go.
So you can still dash and get your 35 feet. I want to emphasize that the stairs are 30 feet. So
Yeah. That's good.
okay. Tarathiel, you are standing right beside this open secret door.
Yeah, I am gonna call out to everybody and try and get them to come through the door, but I'm not gonna head in until they start to get here, I think. So I will ready an action to move in after people get through the door, I guess.
Ready in action 2. Okay. So
Does that make sense? Like he's kind of holding the door open and calling out to people.
right, you're hanging out there. So as a reaction, you'll be able to move 30 feet.
Yeah.
Once everybody's through. Okay. Kelev still doing the same thing. Everybody following.
Yes.
Khaldun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Khaldun.
All right. So this gets me, well, okay, so 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 50, 5, 60, and Keegan's right behind me.
All right. Bearzon.
The only person, if we're headed toward the door, the last person right now is Alma. If when like of the group that's headed
On the ground floor? Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. He will take a standard or a move to the last step, so just to the north of Alma, and like Tarathiel, he's going to ready that when she moves, he's going to dash and follow her.
All right.
Is that within the bounds of?
Yeah, you took a move action, which is fine. Then you use your ready to action. You prepared an action to follow Alma. Yes.
Yeah.
So when she moves, you'll move 30 feet.
Yeah, he's trying to be the last person out.
All right.
So nice. It is.
15 rounds after entering this room, you hear in your minds, and in just, it would be ear splitting, but it's in your brain, scream, unholy, high pitched female voice. And Bearzon and Alma specifically, Kelev and Keegan, you can see from the gate an image start to form. It's about 10 feet tall. It's got black feathered wings, full armor, holding a bow. It's like it's slowly emerging from the portal. Everybody, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Okay.
I will choose to use inspiration for this.
That's a good idea.
All right.
Same.
That's a good idea.
Same.
Hey, I'll use mine as well.
All right.
That is very wise.
All right. Start yelling at numbers.
87.
15.
Fine.
18. Okay.
Yeah,
15.
15.
15. Still okay. 15.
There we go.
13.
I rolled
13.
2 10s.
Okay.
13.
13. All right. Tarathiel, I missed yours.
15.
15. How about Keegan and Kelly?
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
Keegan,
I don't even know what their saves are.
All right. I do.
Keegan rolled an 18.
Okay.
I will roll the
17.
d20. 17
17. All right.
plus
So,
whatever bonus.
who was it? Khaldun and Farazan, I believe. What did you have, Farazan?
13.
13. So Khaldun and Farazan, you were struck by that nightmare that you had when you were down at the monkey,
Oh, no.
The monkey nightmare. Of
the
course.
monkey nightmare when you slept. You have those vivid images
Mhm.
tearing through your mind. You are absolutely terrified at this point.
Terrified.
You're stunned currently.
Okay.
Stundified.
Stundified. But it's again, it's like your worst nightmare come to life. Alma, that was at the beginning of round 15. So Alma, it's your turn. And Alma, you remember, were you actually, well, you were in the area when it happened, because it happened throughout the region. People in Cauldron heard it and felt it. You guys down at the Gold Monkey, Drunken Monkey, Funky Monkey, I don't remember which one it was, I forgot what it was called, but Lucky Monkey, thank you. You all felt that, and you recall feeling that. You have talked to everybody since. You remember that, experiencing that, but you don't have that fear that you felt the first time. And it's noticeable that Khaldun and Farazan have just like stopped, and they're just holding their eyes and holding their heads and just screaming, no, like screaming in terror, no.
I am stunned, and I am afeared.
Do
Not fear as in the condition. You're just stunned.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, when you add
Thunderbolt and some lightning. Not very, very frightening.
Yeah, on the D20 or roll 20, it's
Yep.
Khaldun is stunned. Khaldun is frightened. Stunned. Khaldun is stunned.
Red Wizard needs food badly.
Right. So Alma, to you, it is very obvious that these two, something's going on with them.
We're drooling just a little too much.
More than average.
Yes.
we can't hear you, Rachel.
I was just saying, like, I don't know what to do to combat that. Like, what can I don't,
Rifle our pockets for loose change.
What, Willie?
I rob you and then I run away. No, I don't, as far as what I had, I don't know.
So you do.
Smack him in the face, real hard.
Alma understands, what's going on. They're just 100-yard stare. They're just in shock.
Yeah.
All these things. Give me a knowledge arcana or knowledge religion, whichever is better for you.
23.
Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yes. You're certain they're going to shake themselves out of it quickly.
Makes one
But
of
there's
us.
nothing I can do to help.
Nothing that it wouldn't be worth it, I guess, is the best way to put it.
I slap him.
Yeah, that will. Well, you should always slap him. So you slap him.
I slap him.
You slap
I'm like,
Farazan.
get it
Very
together,
good.
man, and I shake his jacket like this, like.
Goliath up.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a saucy bird woman. I mean, what are you doing?
I've always wanted to do that, so I do that. Just shake him. I'm like, get it
That was
together.
my chance.
Yeah, man.
Like,
He dropped his
yeah,
stick.
I won't get I won't get another one like this, so I take it.
All right. So you slap Khaldun around. Anything else? I'm going to call that a free action. I'll give that one to you.
Thank you.
You're
I'll
welcome.
take it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right. Trathiel. So you're keeping an eye. You're watching. You're looking back. You're seeing everybody's still running, but you can see Farazan was coming around the edge of the stairs, and Khaldun, the two of them, and you obviously felt it, but the two of them stop in their tracks. You just see them reacting. And then you see Alma slap Farazan in the face.
I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah, so I will move down to where Khaldun is and try and like get him to come with me.
Okay. Grab his arm and start
So just
dragging.
Yeah, mechanically, I guess I'm trying to drag him. He is so much stronger than me, though. So if he doesn't want to come, I don't know that I'll be able to do anything about it. But
Okay.
it's like, have you ever?
I'm stunned, so I think I'm going to fail everything.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
going to resist.
Yeah.
But like, have you ever done that thing where you like hanging out with a kid or something, and you're trying to get them to go somewhere, and they're just being incredibly slow, and then you just end up like trying to like go out to them and like
Dragging them.
nudge them along, like
Like,
"Come
yeah,
on,
like you take him for a drag,
Yeah.
We
grab him by the
have-
arm and just like drag him out of
we
the
have
grocery
to
store.
go."
Yes.
So you end up like running backwards and forwards between where you want to be and where they are, trying to get them to go. Basically, what Tarathiel's doing.
See Tarathiel just walking out the door. Bye. We're leaving. Bye.
So you
Yeah, that's
you can drag
Put your
Khaldun.
shoes on.
You can-
Why are your shoes off?
Get
Those
that out
aren't
of your
your
mouth.
shoes. Those are
Get that
Farazan's
out of your
shoes.
mouth.
Tell Farazan you have his shoes, and then go find your shoes.
Swap shoes, shop feet. Let's go.
How do you have 3 left shoes?
Where'd that one even come from?
I think Mike has been spying on me.
You successfully drag the kid through the grocery store.
Yay.
How about Kelev?
Caleb will just keep running, I guess.
Khaldun?
Keep
you
moving.
are
Drooling.
Khaldun, you are stunned in a
I
nightmare. Keegan is
Keegan is
nose
gonna
deep in
look,
water.
look.
Can we
Side-
get the
Go ahead.
can we get the cliff notes on what that nightmare is? Because it has been many moons.
So
Can you remember what it was?
I remember. I can't remember. Heath, do you remember?
Yes. I remember.
What was
mine.
Khaldun's nightmare?
So my Kellen right now he is running through the corridors of the underbelly of Tunareth, and he is undead.
That's right.
And he's trying to escape. He's trying to get out.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see. Farazan, what was yours? Yours was your family.
Well, I
Same
can't
question, more slapped face.
slightly higher. No. I can't remember, but if story wise, there was our vignette that where the thing happened to his family. Like that's probably what
It was the family. Like they were all enslaved and being tortured, and you were trying to set them free.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember. That's been at least a day since we've done that.
Yeah. And Tarathiel's was you had a young woman on the rack, and did we identify who that was? I don't want to give it away, Tarathiel, if it's not part of your plan. I think we discussed who it was on the rack. Do you remember?
I think we did, yeah.
Okay.
It's, it was Tarathiel's daughter.
So the nightmare was Tarathiel's daughter being stretched on the rack and then realizing he was the one that was pulling it, like doing the actual torturing. Alma, I'll come up with a nightmare for you.
We'll
Okay.
get you one.
activity.
Yeah. But Tarathiel, your mind, probably because you got so much psychic husva, you were able to resist the mind quake.
There was
All
an
right.
audible,
Sure, I
there
felt
was an audible gasp from Coward on the stream chat.
Le gasp. So Tarathiel, I'm sorry, Khaldun stunned. Keegan getting out of there, right? Yeah, that's him.
Yep.
Bearzon, you're stunned, correct? Yes.
Drew.
And it's now round 16.
Of
Alma,
course it is.
your turn.
I'm gonna try to drag him out of this. Like, let's go. We're out of here. I'm just gonna try to drag him.
He is starting to
Come
come
on,
around.
homie.
He is starting to come around. So you
Well,
start dragging. You
I
can
mean,
drag
then
him.
I try to convince him, like, let's go. Like, we're going. I grab his hand. We're going.
You can go 15 feet, dragging him through the water, and not like you don't have him like a suplex or a full Nelson dragging him.
well,
You've got him by the arm and you're
couldn't.
dragging him, slapping him the whole way.
We're holding hands. Yeah, like I don't have him in any sort of
Come on.
compromising position
Come
because I
on.
can't. I'm going 15 feet, just like barely dragging him.
There you go, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Tarathiel, you see Alma is pulling Bearzon. You've got Khaldun. Khaldun is starting to come around.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue down the corridor,
All right.
pulling Khaldun with me.
It's okay. Come on.
Come on.
I have your shoes.
That's right.
You want to
Khaldun. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Caleb will just follow in as well.
Khaldun, you come out of it. You were only stunned for a round.
Okay.
So you have your turn. You have your full turn.
Guess if Caleb dashes, she can get through everyone.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Probably not. Then.
No, she'd land on
This
Tarathiel.
is going to cause a problem.
Mhm.
This is going to cause a problem.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 10, 20, 30.
Okay, so I look at Tarathiel and I'm like, thank you so much. I mean, I was just lost. And he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move to here. What do I see down the corridor there?
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Okay,
Yeah.
so we don't
That-
have like.
Fair enough. Like the hallway down to the torture room.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the lobster. There's no lobster army. Okay.
Nope.
What?
Lobstrosities.
Lobster Nation.
All right. So I'm going to hang out right there.
My brain turned that into mobsters somehow, and
Yeah.
I just
They all got the bowlers and like,
It's
yeah,
a-
see?
yeah, see?
we're
Yeah.
gonna
With the
zap
little-
you, see?
just clacking with their things.
Worshipping bloop de bloop, see?
Bloop, bloop, bloop,
You know
bang.
what? That's interesting. I don't think that the saucy bird lady is Bloopty Bloop. I think it's somebody else.
What? What's with those that ebony wood charm thing? What's the name of the deity that they're trying to bring about, or what was it? Forget.
Say again?
Ebon Triad or something like that. Who are they?
We talk about the Ebon Triad.
They're trying to summon the Overgod, which is a combination of 3 other gods.
But definitely, I don't.
I'll give some inspiration if they can tell me those 3 gods are.
Just,
Get up.
just hold
Give
a
me a
minute.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Farazan,
Hold on.
Farazan, you are
Confirmed.
no longer stunned.
Okay. He's no longer stunned, and he is looking up the Ebon Triad, which is Hextor, Vecna, and one that I can't pronounce. Erythrial? Erythnol?
Everything.
Erythnol?
Arathnol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Erythnol?
Tarathiel.
Tarathiel.
Hold on.
We've been running around.
Squirt's out.
Oh no! He was here
Cat's
the
out of the
whole
bag
time.
now. Kill him.
A second audible gasp.
Farazan, you come around and you're in the loving arms of Alma as she's dragging you through the puddle.
Right. He's coming out of this nightmare where his family is being taken and all this other stuff. So he's probably just like, whipping his head back and forth, like as his arms being pulled in front of him. He's like, he's like, got to save them, and like he comes to like right there, and Alma's there in front of him. And
you shake at it right as a hand just slap right across his cheek, like slow motion, like oh no.
He kills me. Get out of my way.
So
trip attack. No.
Yeah.
when you were stunned,
Uh-huh.
you dropped your staff.
Son of a gun. Okay. Back there.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Since it's 10 feet long, can I only take one step to get it?
I will allow that.
The staff is reaching
That's a
for
good
him.
argument. Well, actually, it's 10 feet the other direction though. God, that's just unfortunate.
That's
You
unfortunate.
pull my arm
Rage.
out of socket.
I have another stick.
Just
No,
You yank me back. Ow!
you have 5 feet.
just
It's-
flip
you're 5
Alma
feet,
over
you
your
got it.
head and say, "Grab my stick." Use it like a Richie grabby arm.
Go, gadget Alma.
Just slings me along. I'm like, okay.
Right when I was
No.
drinking that.
Okay.
Oh,
So 5 feet to get it, 5 feet to
Yeah.
come back.
5 feet to grab it, free grab, and then they can move on.
Okay. And then he's gonna keep I mean he's now even more focused on keeping the people that he his friends safe. So
Uh-huh.
he is going to keep an eye up to the platform, and he looks down at Alma and says, "Thank you. Lead the way. I'll be right behind you, but I'm going to keep an eye." He's kind of got one hand on her, kind of like not being led, but now kind of pushing her forward. It's like move.
I'm going. I'm running. I'm like, okay.
But yeah, so the movement and to grab, and then he's going to use a ready, prepare, or whatever it is. A ready to move when she moves.
Alma. Up
Yeah, I'm
around
just gonna keep moving.
17.
Keep moving to where everybody else is.
So that's basically a dash because you're right behind Kelev then. Yeah.
That's not a dash. That's just a regular move.
Oh, you could dash through him. You could be beside
This
Tarathiel.
isn't even my final form.
I'm crazy. No, I'm good.
Okay. Tarathiel.
And then I can move Farazan 30 feet.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're in difficult terrain. These are 15, so this will be 30 feet.
No.
So at least he's under the platform, right?
Yes. Tarathiel?
I'm just gonna start running, and I'm gonna flip up onto the wall and then up onto the ceiling as I run as well.
Just run over Khaldun like, you got the Matrix.
Run
Yes.
over Khaldun.
Yeah, it's a hard
With
bank
the-
around that corner.
With the cunning action dash, I can make it a long way.
It's funny, you made your saving throw, but nobody's running faster than you.
Well, now, like, I feel like Tarathiel's gone from running away to wanting to
Get it.
scout,
Gotcha. And getting out of the way.
making sure that the way is clear. Yeah, and then Kelev will just continue in as well, because knowing that this passageway is pretty thin.
All right. Kelev goes up. Khaldun?
And
I'm gonna.
so with a dash, she
oh.
gets to the
Okay.
just past Kelev.
I'm going to follow 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So now we're in difficult terrain territory. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll go right there.
Farazan?
And then Keegan.
Oh,
1,
Keegan.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hate this water. I hate this water. I hate this water.
It tastes terrible.
All right, I'm done.
Farazan.
he is going to move north to the door.
Clear from here, except for Alma. She's going to be difficult terrain.
All right, so he's going to
I
stop.
duck.
Step over.
She's difficult terrain. Ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk.
I'm like, leapfrog! And he goes further than he thought he could.
No, he's going to stop before she moves through the door, and then do the same again, ready to follow her. And is that can I close the door behind me with that?
Yes.
Part of the
Moving,
move- part
open
of
and
the-
shutting doors is free action.
So yeah, that's part of the plan.
Once.
Alma, it's your turn. Around 18.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna double move all around here, so 5.
If your intentions are everybody to start running, then just move and show me where you are on the map.
I think this is where I can make it.
Tarathiel, you're going to move. You can definitely make it upstairs. Back.
I think I probably want to take a moment though here to just kind of regroup with everybody.
Okay.
Because this
bath in
chamber
the
is
pool.
a bit more. No, I'm not touching it. I'm on the ceiling.
It's Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man. Yeah. I sort of just be like, what the heck was that?
Scary.
Yeah, some kind of nightmare.
No, I don't
creature.
even
I have
know.
no idea. I have no idea what that thing is.
That was a portal to hell.
Yes,
Khaldun?
yeah, I think so. I think it's pretty much hellish.
Legitimately a portal to hell in those eyes.
Khaldun,
I-
are you hanging out here too? Or
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna, I think it's a good idea. So I get the brain waves. Let's regroup. So I stop.
Farazan? I'm assuming your sidekicks are there as well. Farazan?
He is going to same again, move up to the last person and ready to follow. And he's going to keep kind of looking over his shoulder to see if anything's following them. But
All
at
right.
this point, there's nothing following it.
All right. Round 19, Alma.
How deep is it right here?
That is the beginning of difficult terrain. So your knees, maybe your waist.
Then I'm gonna stand right here and wait.
All right. Tarathiel, hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the best of my knowledge, at the moment, we don't think it's coming down the corridor after us.
You do not see it nor sense it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm moving.
Khaldun?
I'm moving Farazan down since the Kelev took her move.
That's fine. Khaldun, hanging tight.
Yes, I guess I am.
Farazan, your turn.
He is, but now that he's kind of back with everyone, and he's going to again kind of face north, for the direction of danger, and then look over his shoulder, and he's doesn't have the psychic connection, so he's speaking out loud. It's like, so what's the plan? Do we leave? We still haven't found. What were the other adventuring party? What were they? Who sent us?
We're looking for the dwarf.
The dwarf.
Luckily, not the Durgar.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was worried about it.
I know
was
you
a
were.
little bit too.
I know you were.
Oh no.
But you do distinctly remember the description. This dwarf was not a Durgar that you're looking for.
Yeah.
It would have made a great story though.
Right? I mean, oops.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I like fire. What can I say?
bring a box back. Here you go.
You
Found him.
can't solve a problem with fireballs. You're not using enough fireballs.
That's right. Give me a fireball big enough and I can move the earth.
Right.
Anything else fares on?
No, I mean, probably pull a potion, and quaff a potion real quick.
What are you quaffing?
Potion of healing.
Just the basic 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, he pulls the mushroom flask off out of his belt pouch and takes it and Gamey.
All right.
That's
pretty
pretty
good.
wild.
Mushroom's not bad. Not bad. So, at the end of Farazan drinking from this mushroom flask, exactly 2 minutes have passed since you initially stepped into this evil, evil temple.
Uh-huh.
And exactly at 2 minutes, you hear that scream again. No saving throw. It does shock you. You still have those images in your head, but it's not quite as bad this time. And everybody in their minds hear. What's everybody speak? Let me hear everybody's languages that you speak. Because in your mind, you hear what sounds like black speech from Lord of the Rings.
Ooh, I don't speak that. Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Thieves count.
Okay.
Deep speech, draconic, and gift.
Okay.
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Goblin.
Okay.
Common, Giant, or Goliath, whichever it is. I don't think there was a Goliath option.
Okay.
And
Giant
then
Goliath.
yeah,
Same,
and then
same.
Gnomish.
All right. Nobody recognizes the language.
It's Gnomish, of course.
it's Halfling. I keep telling you, Halfling is an important language to know, and nobody believes me.
We all know
No.
devils speak Gnomish.
So you hear in your minds this guttural, deep but feminine voice say something briefly. No idea what it means, but we'll find out next week.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Of course.
Next week
Will we?
is
There was no better way for me to do that, giving you 2 full minutes
Yeah.
of actions, than to do it round by round.
Yep.
No, that was good.
It was the
It was good because I was starting to question myself a little bit. Like, are we running away from a combat that we should just have?
Yeah.
But it definitely feels like the pressure is on and we're all on the back foot, which is good.
Yeah.
Well, as Cowart said, Tarathiel. It's Tarathiel. The true enemy has been
Oh.
revealed.
Yeah, exactly.
Enemy of man.
He is up. He is upside down on the map right now.
Yeah. And we all know upside down
Just
means
saying.
evil.
That's right.
Yeah. Exactly.
On the upside down half of the earth, I object.
It was him all along. We just never knew.
You're evil. Evil. Okay, well, a full hour and a half of tension rising. Maybe next week you won't just kill it in a round, as you are wont to
You
do.
What else is there?
That's fun. All right. Just
I mean-
because next Monday is holiday adjacent.
That's the day after Christmas, isn't it?
Yes.
And then that the following is New Year's Day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Weekend.
So, are we
See
going
you
to take
next
2 weeks
year.
off? We're going to we're going to take an entire year off.
I mean, I'm good for next week, but that's
I'm
I
open.
can also do next week, but it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I can do next week.
I think so. I need to verify.
okay.
I can't wait. I can't think of a better way to spend my new year.
That's
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Yeah, the 26th.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, my
then-
after Christmas break.
So then we will say yes until we have to say no. So
Excellent.
we're going to plan next Monday,
Good
9
plan.
p.m. to see what is going on with this screechy, ugly thing.
Bird woman thing with bow.
And I don't know if Angelic Bunny's still out there, but thanks for joining us. And Cowart, as always,
Yeah.
pleasure to see you. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good one.
Bye. Thank you.